Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. I had to come back and redo this. The first piece of video, I'm gonna just throw that away and start over. But yeah. So she was. I'm talking about people that I thought was my friend in high school. Whereas we got to growing up and going into adulthood, how shit changed. Like how she started acting brand new. So come to the fact that she was like, okay, so yeah, I'm in my car by the way, and I'm trying to get all my thoughts together. So if y'all see anything messy or still getting bumpy, I found another place to park. This parking spot is too far damn down. But yeah, she started telling the friend. I had my friends outside of her, and she was what I thought was a best friend. Like, we can go years without talking. The type of best friend that you can go years without talking to and come back together, and y'all good, just like that. But no. Throughout the years, as we started getting, she took one of my friends and turned them against me and started telling them stuff to get them to not like me. Like, little did I know, she was like basically two-faced. It ain't no way around, ain't no other way to say it. She two-faced it. And little did I know, I would see even more of that personality, that trait in her coming out of her as years went forward, as we got older. And basically the things that she said to me still stuck with me through the years. The things that she didn't say directly to my face, that she said to her so-called other friends that she don't even talk to as much now, it still stuck with me. Got me thinking, like, so all this time you was laughing and kikiing in my face and chilling with me or whatever, because I would go to her house, she would come to mine, I'd spend the night at her house. Well, no, I take that back. No, I didn't. I don't think I ever spent the night at her house. She would come spend the night at my house. And all this time, little did I know, we went to middle school together too. Elementary and middle school. So, elementary, middle school, and high school, we went together. So, all this time, I didn't even think or know that she wasn't my friend at all. She was just faking the whole damn time. Or was it the fact that when we got to high school, she started getting influenced by other people, and she started acting brand new? That was what made her start acting brand new. It was one of the two. So, comparing now to then, I don't talk to her no more. I stopped talking to her because all the little shit, like when we got to the point we started going out together, she would leave me at the damn club, call her friend, her cousins and friends or whatever, her family and friends or whatever. But I guess because I'm boring, she'll only sit with me for like an hour. We'll get there by 11. By 12 o'clock, her cousins and them coming. And she'll get up and go to the back of the club. Don't even tell me where she going. And I'm sitting up there drinking. We having a good time, drinking and having a good time. We in our 20s. Having a good time, early 20s. Early to mid 20s, give or take. And we having a good time. I mean, you out with your friend, ain't you gonna have a good time? Or who you think is your best friend, ain't you gonna have a good time? Y'all sitting there drinking. She got her mama to take us. And she just like her mama. Just gonna leave that at that. But at least her mama looked out a little bit more for me than she did than her own damn daughter did. And her daughter's supposed to be my damn friend. But yeah, she would call her family. She'll call her cousins. She'll call anybody. And then when they come, they get them go straight to the back of the club. Is where she'll go. And leave me sitting there. I'm like, you could at least told me, okay, well, my cousins are coming, I'm going to go sit at the back of the club with them. Or, basically, I don't want you around us because you boring. I mean, I'm the type of person, she drinks and go out there and dance and do all this whole shit or other shit. Me, I'm the type of person that likes to, when I'm drinking, I'm sitting and enjoying my drink and looking around and being aware of my surroundings. She want to drink and get up and go dance and all that. The only time she'll hang with me is when her cousins say she can't go. Or they can't go. Because her cousin had kids. And then they had stuff to do themselves. Hold on, y'all. That flew in here. But yeah, they had stuff to do themselves. So she was like, that's the only time, like, if you get that time where she'll be like, spend the whole night with me, that's because she didn't have nobody else to come. And then one time her mama was going to leave me up there. She was going to leave me up there because she rode back with a guy. She didn't even think that guy was trying to get some. She rode back with the guy because she know him and we all went to school together. But, okay, like I was telling y'all, she stay on this street and I stay on this street. My main street crosses the main street she lived on at the time. He had to come from the club and go straight down the main street I live on. Yeah, it's like a corner store right here. I live on the other side. To get to her house, he had to turn off the streets I live on. He said he couldn't take me home. I understand because I wasn't his responsibility. I didn't come there with him. And then, too, the second thing, she should think, is this dude trying to get some ass from me? She didn't think that. Why he was so willing to take her home? Knowing that she going to be at the house by herself because her mama went to go be with her boyfriend. So, I don't know. Sorry about this, y'all. That's some in my mouth. Now going back to high school, which I'm sitting there looking back now, like, I see it completely 100% different now than I did when we was in high school. Because when we was in school, I guess I wouldn't so much say dumb to the fact. I was blind to the fact of how she really was treating me. Because I'm the type of person that no matter how a person, back then I was the type of person, no matter how a person would treat me, I would still want to be cool with that person. I would still give that person a chance because I would overlook all the red signs that they were giving me because I still wanted to see the good in her. Y'all got my strawberry lemonade water with raspberry. Y'all was in any fucking water park? But yeah, I'm just like, okay. Then she would seem sweet, but it's like, when I started, because that one time I started picking up on the clues and tiles that she was laying down, like, one girl, me and her got into it, and this come out to find out this was a friend of hers. So we had a mutual friend. She's like, I ain't gonna say nothing because every time this girl would get up in class, she'll turn her butt in my direction. When you get up, you can't, and wasn't nobody sitting on this other rows are like this. Wasn't nobody sitting in these two desks. It was me. It was a dude that she dated at the time that ended up dating at the end of last year of high school. But it was him, me, and then the other girl that me and this girl shared a friend with sitting behind me. So every time a teacher called a girl behind me, she'll get up. And now remember, ain't nobody sitting in these two desks over here, so you can turn your butt that way. You would think when you get up, have your face facing the people that's over here. She get up and turn her butt this way in my face and then walk by. So I said something. I told my other friend, I'm like, every time this damn girl get up, she turns her butt my way, kind of like a kiss my ass situation, like she's starting something. I never said anything. Now mind you, I never said anything to this girl. Me and the girl never had any problems until that day. So my friend took it back to her and say, well, when you get up, you need to start turning your ass around the other way. Stop putting your ass in people's face. Now, she automatically knew what she was doing because she was like, the next day, I ain't gonna sit behind me, I ain't gonna say nothing because that's such and such friend. That's such and such friend. And I'm like, she's sitting there sitting behind the whole time behind me saying that. And I'm like, I know you went there and told our mutual friend. And then they together had a collective of friends that they talked to. And one of the girls that she just now started talking to and flipped against me, well, I don't talk to her no more either. She'll speak to me, I'll speak to her. That's the kind of person I am. If you speak to me, I'll speak back. But other than that, that's it. But back to this girl. Yeah, that's another situation for another video or whatever. But I'm just like, it's like all the little shit she did, I'm looking back like, she done said some things. It's like, excuse me, she wouldn't talk to me because she was standing in front of the door when we was coming out of class. We were coming out of school. Now, mind you, we had the same ride home because we stayed in the same area. So we rode the same person that came pick us up. So she was standing in front of the door swing out like this, like this. And she standing in front of the door. I didn't see her, swung the door out, and it hit her. She got mad. And so I tried to intentionally hit her with the door. I'm like, you know it's a bunch of goddamn kids coming out there, a bunch of damn people coming out this door all at once. Somebody bound to get hit by a damn door. Then why would you be standing there that close to the goddamn door anyway? So she had a big mark on her forehead. And then another thing, her cousin, I'm sitting there looking. After they got dropped off, I'm sitting there just looking around like I'm looking now. Her cousin talking about, I rolled my eyes at her. So she gonna come. She waited till she got out the car, went in the house, and then started rolling her eyes at me. I'm like, what? So they waited till the next day. She like, my cousin said you rolled your eyes at her. Why you roll your eyes at her? She didn't ask me, did I? She said, why did I roll my eyes? I'm like, I didn't roll my eyes at her. Hell, I wasn't even looking at her. The fuck? Why would I roll my eyes at somebody that didn't do anything to me? Second of all, we just on a, hey, how you doing? When she get in, good morning, how you doing? After school, okay, y'all have a good day. See y'all tomorrow, whatever. The only time I associate with her cousin is this. That one time we had a class together in the morning and the afternoon. That was getting picked up from home and dropped off at school, getting picked up from school and dropped off at home. That's the only time I would talk to her. Now, the one that asked me the question or told me I rolled my eyes at her cousin, we would use, when 9th grade started and the beginning of 10th grade, before we started making other friends or whatever, we would talk. And then outside of school, through the years, we would go to each other's house up until 12th grade, 11th to 12th grade. That's when I just slowly start putting myself off of her. Then I made my other friend. Now me and her, my new friend, we didn't spend a night at each other's house. I just picked my new circle that I fit in good with. And the good part about my friend now, I can talk to her, I'll tell her anything and she'll be like unbiased to it. She wouldn't take no sides. She'll just listen to it and be like, well, you know, from my side, from what I'm telling her, she'll be like, well, you know, that's wrong. You should ain't done that. Well, she should ain't done that. Or if I'm wrong, she'll tell me I'm wrong. So it got to the point where me and the first girl, we gonna call her B. Me and girl B, that was friends through elementary, middle school, and high school. Now, in middle school, we was really close. That's when our friendship started. The one that left me at the club for her cousin numerous times. Me and her was like really, 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 really close. We started building up our friendships from elementary, middle school, and then in high school, the first 2 years, and we went our separate ways. Because, like I said, she started taking my ex-friends and started turning them against me, telling lies, making up lies and bullshit about me, hanging with the people she hang with, and being sarcastic. Hey girl, how you doing? Well, I like your dress. The one thing she told me, well, after my daddy had passed, but it was my birthday that next year, and I'm still grieving because my daddy had passed. But I'm trying to be some sort of happy. Even the school's bully was trying to make me happy. She sat there and sung happy birthday to me. She was like, oh, it's your birthday? She said, oh, girl, I didn't know. She said, if I would have known, I would have said something. So, and she was like, well, I'm going to sing you happy birthday. And she just had her hands on my shoulder. She said, happy birthday. And she was singing the happy birthday song. I ain't going to sing because I sound terrible. But she was like, happy birthday to you or whatever. And then she was like, ready for birthday licks? I'm like, no. She's like, oh, girl, don't worry about it. She said, I was just playing with you. And the other girl set that up. She thought girl B set that up. She thought that... Look at that squirrel coming through that fence. Hold on. Well, good you made it. I would have got my fat ass. If I would have been that squirrel, got my fat ass stuck in that fence. But yeah, girl B thought that the girl was going to hit me because she was a school bully. But I never did anything to this school bully. Now, I was another girl that I got along with. Me and her met. I clicked on with her cool because she was a good person. But this girl that I like, girl B didn't like her. I don't like her. I don't like her. Look at that squirrel. What's up, squirrel? I wish I could see him. He's like right here. Hopefully I can see this. Hold on. Oh, y'all see that squirrel on the tree right there? Hopefully y'all can see him. I'm gonna have to play this back to see if I can see him on here. But yeah. Okay, going back. Hold on, y'all. Gotta sit this back on my stand. But yeah. Okay, so going back to it. Girl B was like, okay, well. Wait, what was I at? So that squirrel entertained me and sat there and looked at me. And just stayed there to be on camera. Hold on. She was like, after the birthday situation. No, that's what I was at. When my daddy had passed, I was still grieving and my birthday and stuff like that. And then I started smiling after the girl told me happy birthday, because it feels good when somebody acknowledges you and somebody does something nice to you or for you, right? So, hold on, sit there straight. Enough. So she was like, "Oh, you should, girl B, the one I thought was my friend for elementary, middle school, and high school. That's 3 parts of my life that I've been friends with this girl. And I thought she was like a best friend. I consider her my best friend at the time. Like I say, we would go to each other's house. She would spend the night at my house. I'd stay a while at her house. We'll talk on the phone 24/7. We'll chill with each other. Just do nothing together. I go to her family's baby shower, her cousin's baby shower. I'll go to ride with her family. That's another situation. I'm going to tell you that real quick. When I ain't had nobody had to ride home, her cousin came picked her up. And then I'm like, okay, well, I just automatically assumed she was coming to pick me up. So she's talking about, she had her cousin tell me, oh, it ain't enough room in here for you. So you're going to have to walk or catch the bus. But her daughter's the cousin that was driving, illegally, mind you. She had no driver's license or insurance. But they never get in trouble for that. Neither does her cousin. Never had insurance. Never had a driver's license. Never even took the money to the time to go get an insurance and driver's license. But her daughter, the cousin that was driving at the time, her daughter schooled and said, just go come on in. It's too hot to be out there for you, right? That's a damn shame. Your daughters are nicer than you. And your cousin. That's why they click like that. Because they're both evil bitches. And I'm sorry to say that, but they is. They evil. So I'm like, okay. I had bus fare to catch the bus. I'm like, okay. But they was like, she was like, okay, yeah, okay, get in. I can't take you to your house. I'll take you on the street. You can go home from now. You can walk from now. Now, mind you, we teenagers, which they consider kids. So, yeah, I'm like, okay, that's fine. Because, hell, I was like, at the time, like, she didn't even have to do that part. Well, no, it was her, girl B that told me to come on, get in. She was like, there go my cousin, come on, come get in. So, she was like, I'm going to ask her. And then she was like, okay, come on, come get in. I'm like, okay. Should just start my ass out there and wait for the fucking bus is what I should have done. I did that the time before. The week before. But that's another elaboration. But what she told me when I started smiling after the girl told me happy birthday or whatever, and she sang the happy birthday song to me, she was like, I ain't got nothing to give you, but I can sing you a song. I can sing happy birthday to you. So yeah, she did that and I started smiling. Girl B was like, oh, you don't need to smile. Your smile look fake. Don't do that no more. Don't smile no more. And to this day, that's in my head. Like, every time I smile, my smile look fake. So, I don't fucking smile. And I'm like, if you supposed to be my goddamn best friend, we consider each other's best friend until we got to, basically, that's just gonna say until we got to high school. The only reason why she was friends with me for 9th grade, because neither one of us knew anybody else prior to that but each other. We didn't know where the fuck to go. So basically, she's the type of person that let other people change her. And we was cool until she started hanging out with other people. So yeah, we got all that. I'm like, that's the reason why I don't smile to this day. Because that's like burned in my mind and in my heart that somebody so close to me would tell me not to smile. And when I do smile, I cover my face so nobody won't see it. She's like, you look plastic when you smile. Don't do that. So I'm like, okay. But, see, Right now, she living the life after she started. Then we got to the point in her life where we started going out together. Because mind you, I'm still giving her a chance after all those other little things through high school, coupled with the things I told y'all, all coupled together. I still gave her a chance, even though she gave me numerous red flags. Why not to hang with her? Why not to chill with her? Why to terminate our friendship? So for like I say 2 years, not even 2 full years, I say a year and a half of our first years of adult life, I stopped going places with her because we used to go catch the bus and go to the mall. Because neither one of us had a car. We'll go to each other's parents' house and chill. Because she stayed with her mom, I stayed with mine. First, she stayed with her grandma. Then, she would, we'll just go random places together. Or sometimes she'll call me when nobody else wanted to come over her house. When all the friends that she was friends with in high school, none of them came over her house. None of them would come chill with her. None of them to this day talk to her like that, except for like maybe one person, 2 people. That's it. And then, excuse me, and then the 2 that she still talk to from high school now, the 2 messy bitches she still fuck with from high school, they still speak to me every now and again. When they see me, they be the first person to speak. I'll be like, hey, and keep it fucking moving. Now the one girl with the birthmark all in her face, she thinks she the shit. That's where this girl B get this shit from. So, once I got my own circle, I started pulling away from her, letting her do her. In high school, then we got to our adult years or whatever. We started coming back together and we started going out or whatever. I'm like, no ma'am. She started leaving me at the club. She started just not telling me where she going. I'm like, I'm the type of person, if we come together, we leave together. And then at the same time, there was a serial killer that had just been outside that night. Anything could have happened to either one of us. She outside with her cousin talking about, I can come by there, but I'm not going in because I got kids. I got a child I need to look after. 2 of her cousins. One had a child and one had like 2. So, yeah. And she didn't have no kids at the time, so she'll come up there. She'll go outside, or either when they come in, she'll go to the back of the club with them. Don't even say nothing to me. So, she put it on to her cousins, but they felt bad. They was like, well, let me go at least check on her. Hold on, y'all, because I don't know what the fuck is going on with this phone. Why is it on vibrate?